Do you know how many people get divorced or separated every year? Young people? Old people? People in almost every corner of every country you can think of. And lots of those divorced people have children. If there were ever such a thing as a school for the kids of divorced parents, it would have to be the biggest school in the world. Okay now, hands up everyone whose parents are divorced. Divorce is not unusual. Nothing that happens millions of times is unusual. Now this next part may be hard for you to believe, but your mom and dad fell in love. Wait till you see some of the reasons why they got divorced. Just as two people can fall in love, they can fall out of love too. If that happens, like it has with your parents, it's very, very hard for two people to live together. Two people who used to be in love have turned into strangers, and you're in the middle of it all. If your parents stayed together, you'd all be unhappy. So they decided to split up. As if there weren't enough reasons why people get divorced, here's one more. One of them meets and falls in love with someone else. This makes life more difficult for everyone. If you're the parent who has fallen in love with someone else, how can you explain that to your kids? If you're the other parent, you feel more unhappy than ever. If you're the someone else, you know you're making extra problems for everyone. But let's suppose it's your father who's left home. It's easy to feel that he doesn't love you anymore because he walked out. Most fathers are not very good when it comes to cooking, or generally doing all the things that mothers do better. And mothers are sometimes not too good at what Dad used to do. Each of your parents has to cope with all of the problems of running a home. So just remember, it's not a question of which parent loves you more. It's which parent can take care of you best. Divorce isn't their fault. It's certainly not your fault. It's partly his fault. It's partly her fault. But they didn't get married with the idea of getting divorced. They're even more sad than you are. Who knows? Divorce might not be all bad. At least your parents won't be fighting each other. You might even find that one day you'll be the proud owner of a brand new parent. There's someone new in the bedroom, but once you get used to each other, that can be fun too. Will you be able to cope with the divorce? Of course you will. So let them know you love them as much as they love you. And they'll still love you, even if one day they meet someone else. But at the moment, they're feeling pretty sad because they know they've made a mistake and they've been unlucky. You've been unlucky too, just like millions and millions of other kids. In time, though, they'll all come through it. So will you, and so will your parents. You'll see.